Good morning and happy Friday, everyone. I have already done my eyes and my foundation, but I wanted to hop on here and do the rest of my face with you and talk about contour. I was doing makeup on someone yesterday and I was explaining to her that we as a society, most of us grab a bronzer and then we do contouring with bronzer, which is warm, but usually, unless you're a makeup artist or super makeup guru, you probably would not know that contouring is done with a cool contour. So this is a cool, this is a warm, and this is a bronzer, this is a contour stick. And the difference is that the contour is going to help sculpt the face. The bronzer adds warmth to the face. So I really like putting the product on the back of my hand. I know you guys have probably seen me do this a multitude of different ways. And I like to use the same brush I used for my foundation. And this is the contour. So I'm gonna go in basically right in the hollow or right above the hollow of my cheek. I've got to move mirror over here closer so I can see better, and then we can continue. Okay, so I've got this contour stick that I'm using, which is a cool color, and we are using it to sculpt, to put shadows on the face. You can make a round face look more slim. You can do a lot of things with contour, actually. I was watching a movie not too long ago that had Halle Berry in it, and there was a scene, I mean, it was real quick, the way that the camera came at her and the way she had her, I could see that her chin, under her chin, was heavily contoured for that movie. So it was very interesting to see. I think the average person probably would not have noticed it, just because I am a makeup artist. I do notice those kinds of things. And on the everyday person, like when it comes to makeup, I'm not really paying that much attention. If you don't wear makeup, or you know, you're not good at makeup, it's like no big deal. But the people that I notice are the ones on TV. That's what I notice, like news people and actors and stuff like that. That's when I really notice it. I'm just using a little bit of this. So the reason you probably would not want to use contour by itself, though, is that if you can tell from this color on my hand, it looks kind of gray, right? It gives you almost like a gray. I feel like I could do this so much better on other people than on myself. It gives like a gray ash type of color. So I'm going to then grab my bronzer stick. So we'll go right above it. So I did the contour stick. So it's a cool color. It's contour stick. It's called Wink. So Pharmacy's contour stick is called Wink. And then we have the bronzing stick, which is called Smize. Okay, so the cool contour, that's what you sculpt with. And I'm not showing you this to make you buy two products. Most people are not going to do both steps. I just wanted to explain the difference. Most people in today's society are going to use a bronzer to do contour with. Hopefully that makes sense. And there's nothing wrong with that. Just wanted to explain the difference. When you get a makeover for like a super fancy event, and if you're full glam, chances are your makeup artist is going to do both. They're probably going to contour with a contour stick and then bronze with a bronzing powder. So that leads me to my next thing we'll talk about here. Hi Lisa, good morning. Happy Friday. Is the type of products that you can use. I've used cream products so far, putting them on the back of my hand and then taking my foundation brush and tapping into it and then placing it. I just feel like this is the most natural looking way to do it. And it blends really well. I'm not a fan of putting it directly on my face, although a lot of people do it that way. That's fine. I'm not saying that it's wrong. Everybody's different. Everybody's face is different. I mean, when I'm doing makeovers on people, you know, I'm amazed. still like how differently things look on different people, how well something will look on someone but not, you know, go right with someone else. So I'm just taking this bronzer stick and tapping it on my forehead and pulling it into the hairline. So the purpose of the bronzer is to give a warmth to the face, to make it look like it's sun-kissed. Okay, that's the purpose of the bronzer. So now I'm just gonna take my dampened beauty sponge that I used for my foundation, and I'm just gonna tap this in just to completely blend it in. Oh, you know what? I forgot to pin my link. Let me do that. So I'm gonna put it in the comments, and then I'm gonna pin it for you. So if you need my shopping link, oops, I accidentally canceled. Pin comment. There we go. So if you need my shopping link, there it is. And if you have any questions whatsoever, please don't hesitate to reach out. I would love to introduce you to pharmacy if you're new to pharmacy, or if you are a customer and you need help with a cart, I am happy to help you with that as well. So we're gonna do all of our creams and liquids first. I did the contour, I did the bronzer. Next, I'm gonna do blush. So I'm doing a liquid blush, and once again, I really like putting it on the back of my hand instead of putting it on my face, because you get much better control. I need a blush brush, and I don't have one right here. Yeah, I do. Yeah, I do. Hang on. There we go. Hi, Grace. Lisa and Grace are watching. Thank you for watching. I don't have any customers watching right now. That's okay. They'll probably catch replay. But feel free to say good morning. If you're watching the replay, this is not a blush brush. This is a powder brush. I do need hold on. I need a blush brush. 1 second. Sorry about that. I really like an angled blush brush. So I put some on the back of my hand. This is for my liquid blush called Dignity. I love this color. And then we're gonna tap it in at the hairline first, and then we're gonna come over towards the face. That way, if we have too much product on the brush, we're not applying it right in the middle of our face. So if you're over 40 or you have mature skin, you wanna do your blush at an angle coming down to the cheek and then stop at the pupil. If you're under 40 and more youthful, you can bring it all the way over onto the apples of the cheeks and across the nose. Don't tell a secret that we aren't telling customers. Uh-oh, I don't know what the secret is. Okay, so there's my liquid blush in color Dignity. I put it on the back of my hand and then tapped it onto the face. I'm gonna zoom in here a little bit more. Then I like to do my concealer under my eyes next. And if I do any quote unquote like highlighting with the concealer, you can do that at this point. If you're doing a super glam look, there's people that usually like to, hi Chandra, good morning, do some on the forehead and some on the nose. And lately I've been liking to take it to help contour the cheeks a little bit better too. Good morning. All right, and then I'm just gonna use my dampened beauty sponge to tap that in. So I did already cover the contour and bronzing, so I'll go back in just a moment and go over it with a powder, doing all my creams and liquids first. So we do have cream bronzer, and we have liquid bronzer, and we have powder bronzer. So mature skin is best for creams and liquids because powders tend to settle in fine lines and you know, get cakey. So the creams and liquids are best for mature skin. Also, creams and liquids are really great for lasting long. So, you know, in the summertime with the heat and the humidity that we have in the South, that's perfect for, I'm going to use a teeny tiny blender for under here. Then it's perfect for that climate and that season. But if you have really oily skin, you know, definitely you can do the powder. But you can also set your liquids and creams with a powder if you want to, which I'll do in just a moment. I'm just gonna tap in all of the concealer under my eyes. I'm just tapping it in, and then up here at the side of the eye, I like to pull it up to give it a nice lifted look to the side of the eye. Florida understands humidity. I'm sure you do, Yvette. Hey, Yvette, did you try what I told you? Was it yesterday or the day before? Did you try saving that picture to your phone and then going to your picture and then hold down on the words? My phone lets me copy text that way, which is super convenient because I find, you know, memes and graphics and things like that on Facebook all the time that I really like. And I just save them to my phone. And then when I want to use that like verbiage, I just go to the graphic and then copy and paste it, the words from the graphic into my own, like, you know, picture or whatever. So I want to make sure that worked for you. If not, and then I can copy and paste it in there for you. Okay, so we've got the concealer done. We've got all of our liquid products done. I'm just going to take my blush brush with what product I still had on the brush. I'm not adding any more to it. I'm just going to tap some more blush on here. I feel like I look really washed out when I don't have enough blush on. Okay, so now that we have the contour and the bronzer and the blush and the concealer, now I'm just going to go back and set it with powders. All right, so I'm going to go into... I really like the Santorini bronzer. So we do have these bronzers that like come by themselves, but then we also have the Infinite palette. Do you have an iPhone? Yes, I do have an iPhone. It didn't let you, but you have a way around. Oh, okay. All right. Well, you're welcome. I'm glad it worked out. Okay, so my Santorini bronzer is my favorite powder bronzer. And I'm just going to take it and lightly cover the bronzer, the cream bronzer. I almost said bronzer. Just kind of tapping it on lightly. And I'm going to go back and blend more in just a moment. If you're hopping on, say hi, good morning, happy Friday. If you're watching the replay, please put a 2 in the comments and let me know that you stopped by. I really appreciate it. I am so pumped for today. I'm going to a leadership workshop that's going to last all day long, and I'm excited to learn and grow and develop my leadership skills. Okay, I'm taking a brush that doesn't have any product on it and just kind of tapping lightly over the powder that I just applied to soften it and blend it. Then I'm going to take a powder blush. And I think I've been loving Pink Lily lately. I've been loving it. It's got a shimmer in it, so I don't use it, a ton of it, but I like to just kind of use it sparingly. And then I'm going to take my face powder, my BB powder, and go everywhere where I put the concealer. And I didn't do under my eyes yet with a transparent setting powder, I just realized. So I need to do that to set that concealer under the eyes. And in the summertime when I'm wearing sunglasses a lot, I like to make sure I take this powder and go up the sides of the nose where the sunglasses are gonna touch to really set it good so that my makeup won't come off in that spot. You can always tell in the summer when somebody's had sunglasses on, right? When there's like no makeup on the side of the nose. This trick and then doing setting spray too will definitely help. Okay, so then we've got all the powders. So then we're just gonna set it with setting spray. All right. I was trying to remember if I finished all my eyeliner that I was gonna do. I might have forgot to go back and do some more eyeliner, but that's okay. I'm just gonna blend out some of this eyeshadow here. And then I'll do some mascara and some lips. Since I have a neutral look, I think I'm gonna do the same lip combo I did the other day when I went live. If I can find my money maker. I know I had trouble finding it the other day too. I did grab all my lipsticks from my purse though, so I should have everything in here. What time is it? Okay, good. I've still got like 20 minutes before I need to go. All right, let me bring this back. Okay, so Moneymaker. I believe I did the peach pink lip liner. Okay, and then Moneymaker lipstick. Yes, right here. And then glazed gloss. I love this gloss on top of anything. It looks great on anything. I'm gonna go ahead and pull this headband off so it doesn't give me too much of a indentation. Glazed gloss. Now, if you have never tried our lip glosses, they are amazing. I was never a lip gloss girl until Pharmacy because I didn't like how sticky they were. Ours are not sticky. And ours are super hydrating. They have shea butter and vitamin E and all kinds of vitamins that help keep your lips hydrated. Okay, I'll wait and do my mascara off camera just because I've been struggling lately with that, being able to see it. Get my new contacts soon, so hopefully I'll be able to see better. But I'm just gonna try to do something with this hair. There we go. It's really hard to get volume in my hair. All right, I'll go off camera and fix the rest of my hair and do my mascara. So thanks for hanging out with me today. Have a great Friday, have a great weekend. And if you need anything, let me know and I'll talk to you later. Bye. Mwah. Love ya.